Hello, end-time tubers, and welcome back to Let's Play Final Fantasy IV The After Years with me, BlueAnkylo. I believe we are at the end of the game, although perhaps, I don't know if it'll be this episode or the next, but, you know, it won't be too much longer. Apparently we're just gonna fight these things now. So, you know how it is, right? We probably gathered up most of the loot and killed most of the bosses. Hopefully all of the bosses. I don't think I missed any of that. There's probably some random stuff we could try to pick up. I don't know if these are like bosses or random encounters or what. You know, there's probably some stuff we could go get if I wanted to do rare drop farming or whatever. But I don't really intend to. It just seems to take too long. Oh, they're not that tough. Oh, you get to see Bahamut, right? I haven't seen him on our side for an entire game. Alright, that's cool. So, yeah, this is, oh, okay, the encounter rate. I'm trying to just tell a story. Gee whiz. Yeah, that. So, when the encounter rate is this high, it's like I can never even finish a sentence. What I'm trying to say is, I think I've got all the loot and killed all the bosses, except for the rare drops like the tails and other unlikely to get stuff, and I don't think I have the patience to farm that. So we're going to head towards the end of the game with this party, which is at a pretty good level, I would say. And apparently these are Maenads, which is what we've been calling the mysterious, or what maybe correct name for the mysterious girl. I'm not really sure if they are supposed to be robots. I guess you know, they're calling themselves life. Advanced form of life. It still could be a robot or like clones or something. I don't really know. Seems to be a lot of them. Maybe they're just fabricated here. There's a little girl. We are the heroes. I wonder if this is a special Rydia event. Your orders? Yeah, just stay here. Sure. I'm not sure why the baby Maenad would listen to Rydia. I mean, maybe they're all cloned from Rydia, so she's kind of like the master copy, except for the times when they try to kill her. But maybe when they're young, they're impressionable, like all you youngsters watching. Hey, some crystals! Nice! Yoink. Alright, dark crystal recovered. So I guess our crystals never exploded. Water crystal, cool. This looks like a crystal, but the shape is different? I don't know why we didn't just grab it, but okay, Kane. Save point, probably big, large room. Probably symmetrical, I betcha. Wind, so we got wind, water, a couple dark crystals maybe. Can't pick these ones up. More dark crystals. So let me guess, the corner ones you can't get. Fire. Yeah, okay. No problem. Should be 2 more, I think. So I guess this means we are recovering all of the crystals that were stolen from our world. And maybe some of the other crystals are from other worlds, so that we're just not... We're just leaving them there because we're nice people, I guess. But they lost their sparkle. Do we need to defeat some more fiends to power them up again? That's happened in other games. Should save it as well. Kind of have a feeling there's going to be a boss fight coming up. And actually, Waning Moon is probably better. If the final boss is powerful black magic, this will help a little bit. And that way, you know, Rosie can heal us up easier. I honestly think waxing is probably the best if you have a really tough magical boss. Hey, there's music again. That's nice. I don't think I've heard this theme before. So we probably get some new music, maybe some cool random encounters or something. Kind of like how you fought like fake Zeramis in the last couple areas of the first game. Or there's no random battles. That's an option. By the way, what is this grass growing on? The grass doesn't really grow very well on metal plates, generally. Looks like we're falling into a black hole. It's pretty creepy, whatever it is. Maybe... Well, I didn't see any random encounters, so I don't know. But this is probably it. It's got to be the end, right? Down, down, down. Bottommost depths. This has got to be it. Totally, right? Alright, so we found, like, the Lavos shell. It's totally not anything different than Lavos, right? Suddenly we've turned into Chrono Trigger. The Eidolons think this is dangerous, I guess. Alright. So, that's not what I wanted to do. What does this thing even do, I guess? I don't know what kind of fights we're getting into yet, so... Probably no need to really conserve MP or anything. We've got elixirs up the wahoo. So, we can pretty much just cast whatever we want. I don't know if I'll need to use taunt or anything, but we'll see. I'll probably try to get all protected and shelled up or whatever. Unless it turns out this is a scripted battle that nothing happens in. Seeing as it hasn't done anything yet. No counters. No attacks. It's either gonna just one-shot us all for 99.99 or it's just not gonna do anything. Are you gonna do anything? Question mark, question mark, question mark? I think this one's bugged out. It's broken. So I don't want to waste MP or whatever. No point even really talking. Okay, now it's closed its mouth. Does that mean it does anything different now? Okay, so at least it uses a spell. Spider it up. But Drain is not going to kill us. Well, I'll use a double jump, I guess. Why not? It's pretty awesome. Yeah, it's pretty sweet. I don't think that's gonna work on Rosa. Yeah. Apparently we're so deep down in this meteor, or moon, sorry, that we can't even get our prayers empty. Oh, there you go, easy. Alright, so now that it's opened up, the real final boss is gonna come out, right? A creepy blue alien with no clothes on. Totally, this is the thing responsible for it, probably. And this is nothing like Chrono Trigger at all. Moon Master. Yeah, okay. He's a bit of a snob, thinking he's higher than us. The keeper of the crystals. Well, they're my crystals now. I grabbed them. Do I see them as embodiments of wisdom? I'm not sure about that. I thought they were the things that... I don't know what they did in Final Fantasy IV, actually. I thought the Lunarians taught us magic and airships and the Tower of Babel stuff. And the Lunarians were definitely not working with this guy. Because they stole the Lunarians' crystals too. Maybe the crystals taught the Lunarians all of that, and then the Lunarians passed it on to us on the blue planet? Maybe? I guess that sort of makes sense. And they're kind of pulling a Xeno gears here. We've got like super advanced race that just sends down things to collect data on the peasants. So he created the crystals to gather information on people. So then you harvested them with Maenads. Okay, so you can send the crystals across the universe, but you have to send Maenads back to pick them up. Sure. They were another experiment. So maybe the reason they can use summons and all that is because they copied Rydia or something like that. Well, no, because he had the Maenads before he got the crystals from our planet. I don't understand it. You have not achieved enough. What? Well, you've got the crystals. Just go. You've got your data. If this guy's some super scientist, just, sure, you've got your information. I cannot allow the universe to be overrun by inferior species. Alright, I see how it is. He's gathering information and then just wiping out anyone he doesn't like. He's just a jerk. Let's just kill him. Just kill him, guys. No, just take out your sword and stab the little blue baby. You'll be fine. Part of a process. Yeah, see, if you just wanted the information, I almost wouldn't care. But the fact that you want to wipe out all these species is kind of like, you know, genocide. We don't like that much around here. It's totally genocide. Planicide. Terracide? I don't know. Is there a name for killing all planets? The creator! Whoa! So this is like a Final Fantasy Legend for the Game Boy. Like the original Game Boy. So in that game, you just used a special saw attack, and you just killed him in one shot. It's like instant death that he was supposed to be immune to, probably, that he wasn't. Okay, so we've got kind of a droopy dog baby. And, auto-reflect. Sure. I mean, we're not really planning on using a whole lot of black magic anyway, so that's acceptable. I'm just gonna taunt with Golbez just in case something terrible happens. I don't know. I mean, Golbez is a little bit more expendable than the rest of them, because he doesn't have any white magic. Wait, what? Dude, did he just reflect Bahamut? I don't think you're supposed to be able to do that. So we're... Okay, luckily it's single targeted, but like we could have all died there. Well, this is a little awkward. Okay, no, we recovered pretty quick, but that means Rydia can't even do anything because he's got reflect on. So, I mean, maybe meteor. He's gonna reflect meteor, and we're all gonna die. Let's just double jump it. He's not really doing anything else. He seriously can reflect meteor. That is bull. You can't reflect meteors. Well, game over. That was fun. Because I tried to use magic. Okay, it's just single target again. Well, there's no need to preserve MP, so just arise. This weird though. It's like he doesn't do anything unless you try to cast magic on him. So I mean, Rydia is totally useless. Copying reaction, huh? Well, if you're not going to do anything, I'm just going to kill you with double jumps. Like I said. So, basically, moral is don't use magic, just jump on him. And he doesn't do anything. Alright, so what, the next version's going to be only use magic and don't smack him with the sword? Really? Just like another planet that some people might know about. Space-wide search. Alright. Everybody just lived on a spaceship for a while. And eventually you all died because living on spaceships is bad. It's a bit of a stretch. I'm pretty sure if you can live in space for generations on a spaceship, you're pretty much set. What kind of civilization should we have built? Well, how about one that doesn't travel around to worlds killing everyone it meets? That would be a good start. A lifetime of experiments. You know, to be honest, all of the information gathering stuff, that's not horrible. It's like sending probes out to a bunch of different planets and gathering data on the native species. That, as long as the probes don't really interfere much, that's pretty much fine. And it sounds like the probes, i.e. crystals he sent, actually did help the natives out a little bit. So that's cool, totally understandable up to that point. But then the problem is, he collects the crystals and goes, interesting. Well, now I'm going to kill you all. Why would you kill them all? He's just a giant plague of the universe. Just travels around with his high-tech meteor moon and just kills everybody. Chemical reactions, you can't even put a mask on? Even Mad Max characters had masks. His brain has started to transform? Now what? Well, he just grew up a little bit. He's not quite so young. He's hit young adult. Well, that's gonna sting. Okay, so this time... Oh, he's fast. Alright, alright. That's gonna be tricky. Well, I want one of my non-white mages to use a spider silk. Maybe I should have taunted with Golbez, to be honest, but... we'll find out if he counters that. Doesn't look like he counters it. I have 72 elixirs. I don't think there's any way I'm going to run out of these. Actually, Rydia can use the elixirs. Because this one is casting so much magic, let's try to get a little bit of magic defense up. If Rydia dies, it's not a big deal. Sorry, Rydia, it's just the way it is. That doesn't sound like that was less damage. Well, actually, no. Now, Cedar can use, he can use, Shell. I'll let maybe Rose just heal. We haven't really done any attacks yet. Okay, Shell up. Everybody haste it? I think Golbez needs some haste. And then he can taunt, and then he'll get targeted, which might mean I could just focus the shell on him for extra stacking. I'm going to try Bahamut again. If he counters it, I'm going to be pretty mad, though. That's not so bad. I'll even put a blink on. I don't know if this guy's going to have physical or not, but if Golbez is taunting, blink is a really good combo for that. The blink taunt probably one of my favorite abilities or combos from the Epilogue for sure. Oh, that's good. That's real good. Okay, I think one more shell. That's got to be 4 layers of shell for sure, right? So, should be good. Let's start doing some jumps. Is it less damage than before? Well, maybe that's the cap. Yeah, we got lots of elixirs. I'll just use another one on Ceodor when his MP gets low. It's probably faster than Dry Ether and all that. But this doesn't seem difficult enough to be the final boss. You know, this guy's tough, but he's not like... He's not doing massive damage all type spells that kill everybody in one shot. Like I would expect. That didn't hurt that much at all. Why don't we do heal up on Rydia as well? I am amazed how much Kiraja can heal on a waxing moon. Or waning, whatever it is supposed to be. The white magic buff moon. Seems like we can do a lot of damage. He doesn't have very much defense. Oh, he's dead. Okay, well that's another phase done. That's 1, 2, 3, 4 down, I think. I wouldn't imagine you'd have too many more. But there's usually like a screen-filling final boss, right? Or multi-screen filling. How are we supposed to live? Maybe by not killing everyone you meet. Maybe you could have just settled down. Remember how the Lunarians just sort of chilled and watched us grow, and every now and then they'd send sort of a diplomat down to kind of visit with us and chit-chat? And sometimes they'd try to kill us all, but otherwise they'd try to be friendly. You could do that. You could have tried to talk to the Lunarians. They seemed pretty cool. Not sure if I like this one as much. Oh... Okay, I think... I have a feeling I know what's going on here. Can I use, like, an item? That did nothing. Can't use any special items, I don't think. Well, it's probably been nice knowing you, yeah. I think that was a cutscene battle, or a script battle. Because we couldn't hit it, and, it just charged right at it. It came right at us. Rose's house. Okay, so this should be familiar, right? This is kind of how Final Fantasy IV worked when you first fought Zeramis, I believe? Or Zemus? One version or the other. After all the double meteor jazz, everybody got wiped out, and then you had to, sort of all the alternate characters, Yang and Edward and all them, they sort of sent their prayers up. And everyone got full healed. They basically sent us a free Mega Elixir. I suppose it resurrected it. It's a Mega Elixir and Phoenix Down combo. So these seem to be tailored to our 5 characters. You know, these sort of people that are related to these 5. Rose's family, Rydia's home, Cecil, Ceodor, Kane, and Golbez are all kind of linked to the last Lunarian, I guess, who's dead, but, you know, Grandpa Mir guy. Oh, good, and then the entire alternate loser squad. Oh, are they going to do this for every single person? Yeah, if we give up, the game is over. This guy is wrong. I didn't promise him anything. Edge did, and Edge is still there with him. I don't even know who you are, man. What are you doing here? Don't worry, Yang. Yang, we got your back. Yang's got our back. We got his back. His daughter is all right. That's cool. I don't know who that is. Forget her. I don't really want to. I don't want to listen to Edward unless you're singing a song. Just quiet. Leonora, you were kind of alright. Palom was, yeah, pretty standardly. I mean, his attitude was a bit bad, but other than that, he's alright. I could have used Palom and Porum. They were close. And I am interested in how Ursula would look in the final dungeon as well. Some of these characters I'm interested in. Some of them not so much. Edge probably would have been awesome with all those Masamunes and stuff. I'd like to see Edge, Ursula, Palom, Porum, maybe Cecil, I don't know, someone else maybe. But I'm not planning on grinding up another party right now. Like, it's been so long since I used Ursula. That was like the second tail. Like, I know she's got some sort of defense break attack or something, but it's been so long. You forget all about these characters, basically. Alright, the crystals, they shine! Sweet. Alright, so, now what do we do? Do we use a crystal? Better believe we do, just like the first game. And Cedor is the guy to do it. Just like his dad. This crystal. This is our spirit crystal. The creator's rampage. Oh, it stopped his rampage. Good. Stop? Okay, see, oh, look at this. They always have to write something like that in. He's not really a bad guy. He's just out of control. Something... It's crazy magic that's making him evil. Like, look at this guy. He's got wings on his body, but there's all these demons below him, like, dragging him down. I don't buy it. Oh, I don't like Black Hole. That sucks. Okay, change of plan here. Spider Silk first, then. There might not be a whole lot of use putting a lot of buffs on our guys if he's gonna Black Hole. Just like Zeramis and all that. We'll taunt here, throw a Bahamut in there, and I'll try to keep Rosa hasted at least, because, you know, the healer, right? Well, to be fair, I don't know how often he's gonna use, stuff like Black Hole. It could be once every 5 rounds, it could be once every 20 rounds. Alright. Eat Mega Flare, buddy. Turning the music up a little bit so I can hear. It's alright, final boss music. It's got some kick to it. Sure. That's all the buffing will do, though, I think. Kind of a mix of a bunch of other songs. Kind of sounds terrible, to be honest, the music. Alright, so that's it for buffs. Buffs don't work. He's just gonna spam Black Hole. And 10k heal himself whenever he wants. I guess Golbez, maybe Taunt is not worth it. If he's gonna heal up that much, I should probably get more DPS on him than... Don't waste time buffing, really. Don't waste time taunting. Just try to keep the white mage hasted up at least. And then just get the damage in there. I like the fact that we can knock him up in the air. That's pretty sweet. Metastasis. I don't like that. He did 3,000 damage to himself? Oops, I did not mean to do that. Transform? Is he still weak against double jump? So that's what counts. Split. That hurt. That was a pretty good amount of damage. Roar. Murder him. No, I keep accidentally clicking taunt and there's no... Oh well. I think Spider Silk is still on him. I was kind of planning on reapplying it if I needed to, but I don't think like he's transformed, but he still looks like he's glowing white from the slow. Okay, the final boss music is terrible. Thundergum, eh? Ha! Ha! I forgot about that! Yeah, you keep... Yeah, okay, Golbez, you're on taunt. Yeah, because he's got the hero shield, most elemental magic will actually heal him, which is almost more useful than having Golbez attack. Let's just have him ignore elemental damage entirely. One second, I can hear the buzzer going. Alright folks, we're back. Sorry for the interruption. That was very loud. So anyway, what was I saying? What was I doing? I don't know what I was doing. I think I was saying how Golbez... Well, first I was saying that the boss music is kind of terrible. And I hate it. It sounds like a just terrible orchestra, just all out of tune and just... Ah! A bunch of children screaming in the background. So... what do I want to do? DPS, that's what I said I wanted to do, so... maybe I should try the Rosaridia double tech. Oh, that's great. So glad I tried Holy. So, I guess when he transforms, maybe he has one elemental weakness at a time. Like a lot of other things. So Holy, I don't really want to use. I get the feeling Rosa's not going to be able to do a whole lot. I mean, he hasn't used Black Hole in a while, so I could try to get the jumpers pasted up. And Bahamut keeps doing regular damage, so there's that. Explode? Alright. Now what? Okay, good. So, you know, as much as I don't want to lose, it's nice to see that the enemy boss has a big damage everyone kind of spell. They have to have stuff like that, or it's just too easy. Now, it also looks like Explode may have wiped all of our status effects. No, it couldn't have. No, we're good, we're good. So maybe every 20,000 damage, give or take, he changes? Because it seems to be like, after dealing damage that he, switches to a new elemental weakness. The thing is, as long as I'm using double jump and Bahamut, whatever element he's weak against just doesn't matter. Physical, bam, and then I think Bahamut counts as non-elemental or something like that. Sorry, creator. It's time for you to go. Yeah, I wonder if it resets his action bar every time we change the timer on him. So, like, he doesn't get very many attacks in as long as we do ridiculous amounts of damage. Might be something like that. He just never gets a turn because we keep... Well, he gets, like, a turn, and then we force him to reset his timer. Well, that's... What? How does that work? I'm still really confused by ribbons and status protection in this game. Like, it's just, they're not 100% like they're supposed to be. Also, was it... No, Golbez was talking, he did a group attack, that's right. Is that gonna just work again? No. Because it feels like we're still reliant on basically our magic defense and magic evade to avoid status effects right now, which is not supposed to be how status protection works in Final Fantasy games. At least not in any other one that I've ever played. Still, this guy is not doing nearly enough. I guess what you might be able to do is, depending on his weakness, he might use a different attack. So when he uses Toad, that might mean he's weak against, I don't know, water or something. Like he might have a different attack pattern for different forms, basically, if that makes sense. Could have used a Mega Elixir, I suppose, to restore all of our MP. 13,000 damage. Just hold on a second. How many of those do we have? Well, there's only 2 Mega Elixirs, so I'm going to save them for emergencies. But I will restore all of Kane's there. Now, the taunt isn't doing me a whole lot of good. I'll admit that much. Maybe Golbez should just switch to Flare. Or it doesn't really matter. Alright, so... Run. Oh yeah. We're in space on a moon that's about to explode beside a planet that's going to explode, and we're supposed to run. Run where, Mr. Smarty Pants? IQ 2000. Just run. Don't worry that the ground is being destroyed and there's a black hole underneath you. You'll be fine. Just run. Maybe cast teleport to get back to your spaceship? No, don't do that. I'm arguing over little words. Just get away. Is he trying to take us with him? Well, he said to run. It doesn't sound like he is... Like, they're trying to have this one redeemed. They're trying to redeem the creator so that... Oh, he just lost control and the power went to his head and he went mad or something. He's actually a nice guy, really. Just gotta go out for coffee a couple times and maybe have a drink. Then he'll be fine. So, what? Just run? Just run! He told us what to do. You can save after the boss fight? No, you can't save after the boss fight. Can I just teleport out? Ah, cheap! Are they actually going to make me walk all the way out of here? It's a long way to walk. Even if the random encounters are off, it'll still take a fair bit of time. And there are random encounters. What? What? I think he's just dying, though. It's like everything he does kills himself. This is weird. I wasn't expecting to randomly fight the creator again after killing him. But he does seem to be kind of killing himself. Which is strange. Oh, I didn't use I wasn't expecting to have to fight again. So I wonder which crystal got destroyed to stop his rampage. And should I be using more? Didn't seem to do much. Who needs those crystals anyway? They're not that important. Ooh, that did a lot of damage. Rydia's almost out of MP now. So this is weird. Scared him away again, I guess. He's not very tough at this point. But okay. I can dig it. So I just wasted a crystal. Oh well, whichever country that goes to, it's probably like Edward's crystal, or like whatever, too bad for you. Glad I have all those elixirs now. Just a quick MP boost. Alright, well, we can just walk out of here. I mean, I'm assuming we're at the end of the game. Well, the game's over, basically. This is just the epilogue. So, let's talk about the game as we wander off of this destroyed world. I don't think it was bad. You may have heard me saying things like, this is terrible, why would they do that? The encounter rate's bogus. I wonder where that little kid went. Oh. Speaking of which, we'll save the wrap-up for a little bit later then. She waited for us. So are we gonna rescue one Maynad after all of this? But yeah, like, I don't think it's overall a bad game. I think the pacing is a bit off, and I think they could have done it a lot better. Like, I don't think it lives up to the Final Fantasy IV amazingness. Or really, like, the Final Fantasy games from this generation, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, if you want to count those from the next generation. They had a really high production quality, like really good music, graphics, story stuff. They weren't all perfect, obviously, but they had really good quality. Like, you know, they were good games, and most people, you know, whatever your favorite Final Fantasy game is, it's generally between 4 and 9, I would say. Oh, good, they're helping out. And I don't feel like this one deserves to be grouped into that category. Like, I think this is a subpar Final Fantasy game by a bit. That doesn't mean it's a bad game, and I've definitely played worse RPGs. Okay, we're gonna save the kid. I mean, a lot of the music is just rehashed from Final Fantasy IV, which is fine. A lot of the monsters. Like, if you're expecting a lot of new stuff, it kind of disappointed in that. You didn't get to see a lot of new monsters and new bosses. There's some new characters, at least, but most of them were kind of, well, I mean, why would you play these games, right? You want to see Rydia again, you want to see Golbez and Kain again, and stuff like that, so adding in all those ninjas, I think, was kind of pointless. Leonora was kind of okay. Like, they weren't all bad. I just thought, like, adding an entire party of ninjas, whoever uses those guys, right? Like, that's a lot of extra characters and dialogue time for not really any good game. Watch that child. We really are saving the Maynads now, like the last Maynads of her species. That's kind of cool. +1 for that. What else is there to talk about this game? The way they did the tail system is a bit weird because because of how the game was initially released in Japan via episodes, split up across months, and you just did one tale at a time. I think it would have been a lot better if they had not done that, and just had one solid game, maybe focusing on Theodore. Theodore is, it feels to me like Theodore is meant to be the main character for this game, but because you spend Tales 2 through 8 or whatever without using him at all, you kind of forget, like, what is he doing here? Like, what's going on? And I mean, that was kind of my problem as we went through Edward's tale, and Rydia's tale, and Edge's tale, and Callum's and Porum's, on and on and on. You kind of, like, we kind of kept going over the same bit of story. Oh yeah, Cecil's been mind-controlled and something bad's happened into the world. And they kept going over that same bit of information over and over and over and over. You never really learned anything new. Very, like, you know, not much new happened, really. You just kept doing the same sort of stuff. Kind of like how we keep fighting the same boss over and over again. And that's not really very entertaining. I mean, it's not the worst thing, it's just, at least it goes quick, right? But they could have just had us fight the creator like this on our way out once or twice. And I think we would have all got the gist of it. But, that's kind of what I feel the weakness for the game is. I think some of the design decisions, they could have, they needed a little more oversight. Like, they needed someone else to double check some of these decisions for fun. Like, is this actually going to make it a fun game? Is the encounter rate really that required to be this high? Like, do you need an encounter every 3 steps against a boss? I would probably say no if you ask me. But I will say I'm actually impressed with the ending sequence right now, other than the random every couple steps boss fight. The fact that we're fighting this guy, sort of the remnants of this guy on our way out, rescuing one of the maenads, that's pretty cool in concept. But the application here is a little bit weak, right? In my opinion. I think, to be honest, my opinion's not that unusual, though. From what I've heard, this game doesn't have great reviews. Like, it's not trash, but it's not getting those A+ and 90% and stuff, like maybe the original Final Fantasy IV was getting. Okay, you know what I should have done by now, and I just thought of it. Not that this is important, but we could have not needed to swap rows every round by a quick menu change. Also, by now, why don't we just do it like this? Auto battle. You are our father! Oh, why would you pick Meteor? That one takes forever. So it looks like the maenads are rebelling, maybe? I mean, I suppose they have minds of their own, but they were just following orders from the creator because he was the creator. Thank you for killing me? Hey, anytime, buddy. That's totally what we do. He really took a long time to die, though. Most bosses, you just, you know, they just disintegrate once you kill them. Okay, he's gone. He's off the screen. We win. Still no. Maybe now that he's dead, can we just... I didn't check this. They always disable this in these kind of cutscenes. The one time you really want to use teleport, nah, no way. Oh, they just teleport us anyway. Sweet. Alright, well let's see what happens to the planet. I mean, the creator did say that the world was being destroyed anyway, so stopping him, like, it's kind of like too little too late, you know. Acid rain's gonna destroy the whole planet, you're dead, even if you kill him. That was a reference to another game, plus 10 BlueAnkylo points if you get it, because it's a little bit rare. Starts with an I, that's your hint. They need to come up with names for these moons. There are at least 3 moons involved on this planet, and they're all totally different. So we need, like, Original Moon, Lunarian Moon, and Evil Death Moon. Or some... I mean, you guys can come up with your own names, it's fine. But, like, just calling them all the Moon is totally wrong. Because it's not one singular orbiting satellite. Hope that moon leaves us alone. We should have just destroyed it. Didn't anyone bring some nukes? Maybe at the end he realized that destroying all planets was a bad idea. Maybe. Well, we still have 6 crystals. Don't worry, Golbez. I still don't really know what the crystals accomplished. Like, well, they gathered information, but what did they do for us? That's what really matters. What does that crystal do for me personally? Do I get a level up every year? Or do I get +1 intellect when I hang out by it? Or do a bunch of rich guys just buy it up and put it in their castle and charge admission to go look at it? Kind of an updated Troya song. That's cool. So I guess we didn't destroy their crystal. In one piece. Well, maybe. A couple of them might have shattered. See, like, I understand, like, everybody really puts a lot of importance on keeping their crystal in their country. But I don't know exactly what it does for them. Or, not even just exactly, but I don't even know, generally speaking, what it does for them. So they're just gonna leave the ninja girls spread across the world. Well, the ninja, what do I call them? Pupils. random water ninja. I guess there's a different name for female ninjas. I forget it though. She probably said it like 10 times. So Palom, you ever gonna be a sage or just giving up on that? The Elder just never dies. It's been 20 years-ish since the first game. Totally still alright. Even though he was old and dying in the first one, practically. Just a little bit more Curaga, please, Palom. Porum, sorry. Just one more time, some Curaga. I think Palom's giving up. He just doesn't like people enough to heal them. Well, you could say that while he was gone from Mysidia, the town was ransacked again. And maybe he could have stopped it. Maybe. Kind of doubt it, actually. Probably he just would have got beaten up too. I think the theme of the story seems to be about handing over the reins of control to the next generation, so you know how it is. So, dual leadership. I mean, we've been kind of expecting that, right? So, Mysidia, the twins, the Black Master and the White Master have to sort of work together to run the country. It's pretty normal. I can accept that. Never compromise. Just focus on black or white only and become the best at it possible. And you'll always have a spot in my party. That might be the way the rule works. Whereas if you're just a jack of all trades that's a little bit good at lots of stuff, you're nice to have around here and there, but replaceable. No, she's here for a date. Gotta wrap up those threads too, hey? Oh, so instead of being an E-Pops, she's gonna be a sage. I'm stealing your dream. Or she just wants to marry him and have all his babies. That would be worse if that's what happens. Perfect! Much better. You picked the correct decision, Leonora. As the only living character that can cast white and black magic, you are the best suited to be sage. Mysidia would be a good place to hang out. We do have experts in white and black magic. Alright. Annoying wind ninja kid. No one noticed the giant talking frog over there. Yes, sir. I'm sure they end up getting married after he slaps her. Did you see that? He's just about to slap her. And then probably Porum would smack him, because there hasn't been nearly enough of that lately. So the dwarves, they got at least one crystal back. I'm going to assume we destroyed 2 dwarf crystals, because we don't even really know where 2 of them came from, so it's no big deal. Luca was one I was never really interested in using either. I like Sid as a character, like his story, sort of personality type stuff, but as a unit that fights, I was never really impressed with the slow speed and dual wielding weapons. Luca's kind of the same as him, so Also, the fact that Analyze didn't work at all in the entire game, that's something a beta tester should have figured out, that your Libra/Analyze type stuff doesn't work. It needs to work. Oh, look at another old man who's still kicking. Well, Sid's pretty awesome, so I can't complain about that. I wonder if instead of airships, he starts building spaceships now. He's had lots of time to play around on the big whale. Blue whale, sorry. Big whale. Lunar whale. Sorry, guys. I'm gonna give everyone... This is the final episode of this series. Everyone gets +5 BlueAnkylo points every time I misremember the name of the lunar whale. Very generous, I think. So, now you can see Sid passing on his expertise to the next generation as well. Now he lets Luca and his grandson become the chief engineers finally. Just like the Mysidia thing. And King Giot probably gonna let Luca be the queen. I don't know if the dwarves are gonna go for that though. Oh, do you see the purple dwarf that probably goes Lally Who? I guess we know who that is. Neriho, even worse. The joke is probably that everybody knows who all the ninjas are. They just let them get along with their little pranks, even though they know they're totally, like, it doesn't work at all. Their disguises are completely ineffective. Everybody knows it. They're just like, yeah, you know, just let them be. It's fine. Just make them feel better. So one of the moons is gone. Let's correct the Duke Consort. We somehow got the wind crystal back. Alright remix. It's a little bit off-key, the music, but I can handle it. Well, it's not off-key, but it's off of how I remember the original song. Like it goes down when it's supposed to go up. That's more proper. Oh, he's training. He's always training. So now we get to see Yang passing on the true fighter spirit to his daughter, right? I wonder if she would have surpassed him if I leveled her up enough, right? Like, if they were both level 70... would she actually be better than her father? I think he would still have more HP than she did, though. But maybe her stats catch up or surpass. I don't know. At least her equipment would be slightly different because she's a girl. Good for Fabul. It's fabulous. Fabulous? It's a pretty horrible pun. It's gonna be a pretty long episode, but for a final one, I guess it's fair. Yeah, we totally didn't destroy Edward's crystal and then put it back together later. That doesn't make any sense, Harley. You're crazy. Don't listen to the spoony barge. He just likes things to be romantic and make a cool story out of it. Just wants to sell more ballads later on. Oh, and that random girl, right, yeah. I'm assuming he's making a ring. I'm hoping he makes a ring, and then you can just finally say Edward got over himself. But it doesn't look like it. It looks like he's still living in the Anna Telepast. Edward, the bard who never moves forward in life, ever. Oh, hiding somewhere. Slinking around, doing ninja stuff. Is anyone really surprised when Edge disappears? The Senecal is, like, so dumb. That's all Edge ever does is slip out unannounced. It's his character trait, number 1. I mean, it's nice to see the ninjas are all doing good, I guess, but, like... Good work, everyone! You're fired. I said you're fired. No, I don't want you following me around anymore. Leave me alone. Yeah, exactly. Can't fire these 4. Yeah, whatever. Thank you for your kind words. I said get lost. Your next mission is I never want to see you again. So disappear forever. I don't know. Edge never said anything nice to them, like, ever. Hey, right. I'm a little bit more curious what's happening with this weird little Maynard girl. Curor, huh? Curor. Don't worry, Leviathan only sinks ships if you're in the ocean, and Asura only kills you if you challenge her to a duel. You'll be fine. They finally realized they could visit Rydia after all this time. Yeah, we don't like humans coming to our world. But we'd like to see some humans now and then. You just can't come here ever. Oh yeah, we could go to the human world. That'll be fine. Oh, Lord of the Water. Well, they're not really Rydia's parents. They're just adopted, I guess. Yeah, okay, it's fine. Curor is gonna call Rydia her mom, probably, and they're all gonna live happily ever after. Of course she does. Bet you she can use white and black magic, too. And summon the Chocobo. Curor casts Meteor. Edge is slain. Ha! That'd be pretty good. Master Edge. Kind of like Master Chief, almost. Wait a second, does that mean Edge made it into the underworld all the way to the Eidolon land where he's not allowed to be and found the king and queen, though? No magic, though. See? I bet she has cast Meteor on him before. Made him dodge all the meteors for fun. I imagine they're just little baby meteors, though, just tiny ones. They still hurt, but, you know, they're just little tiny little baby meteors. And she just chases them around with them, yelling more, more, more. Kids, right? Oh, look! Look who it is! I'm pretty sure Cedor would totally kick Cecil's butt right now. Kill him, Cedor! Show him who's boss. Yeah, exactly. You don't mess with the adamant armor, Cecil. Dad, it's time we had a talk about who runs the country. Notice my hair is blue, and yours is kind of blondish gray. Well, blue hair is way cooler. Also, I've got a relatively interesting scarf. It's not terrible. Theodore uses Omni Slash. So Kane's gonna show up. Of course he does. He's like, Cecil, you're getting old. Theodore, good work. Nice. The only one I would take orders from. Oh, Rosa. Don't be too hard on him. Well, it depends on how... what we run into. I mean, there could be monsters. Golbez. So he's gonna go live on Mount Ordeals at the end of this game, right? Oh no, he just took the spaceship out for a ride. That's fine, too. Planet's too boring for him. Buck Rogers awaits. That's totally what happens to Golbez, I bet. Just adventures through space. I would say by now Golbez has basically redeemed himself, and he's one of the team/family. He could stay if he wants, really. Well, yeah, I don't, maybe. Oh, he's going after the Lunarian moon. I guess that makes sense too, actually. He might be able to save some of the people from their species if they were still in hibernation somehow. That's actually a good goal. That actually makes way more sense than the end of the last game for why Golbez leaves. This is pretty good, okay. Come back someday, alright? I like what happened with Golbez in the story. Kane and Golbez, definitely, those are like my two shining stars of the story so far. Theodore was okay, but Kane and Golbez were pretty good. Disarm our airships and never rearm them again. It's not like another moon's going to attack and we're going to suddenly need guns. Seems like that happens at the end of every video game/movie fantasy story. Oh, well, we defeated one evil. Now we'll never need guns or cannons again, so let's destroy them all. It'll be totally fine. Support mission? Oh yeah, we do have like 20 million gil after going to that weird moon. We could probably pay for whatever we want. Well, there would be some inflation. But we've got lots of money to pay people at least, until the price of everything gets ridiculous. But, maybe they can build houses out of, gil. We could also, like, rain elixir down on people who need some healing. That might help. Cure common cold, you know, stuff like that. It's probably like a serious manpower shortage, though. All the soldiers got murdered and zombified. Well, the Red Wings fly off into the sunset. And there's still a moon. I think that's just the normal moon that we never went to ever. Who knows what awaits on the real moon? Probably just ice and rock. Dust. Alright, well I think that pretty much does it. Like I said, a little bit longer episode, because well, because it was the final episode. We might as well do an extra long for the final, it's cool. So yeah, like I was saying earlier, I think I enjoyed the game overall. I wish a few things had been different, like I mentioned earlier, and I think it actually would have been a really good game with a few changes. Encounter rate, maybe cut a few characters and sort of cut some of the really repetitive content out a little bit, sort of smooth it out a bit, streamline a little, shorten it, like it's too long. If I spent, I don't know, what is it, 70 episodes, give or take, at around 30 minutes each, that's too long, I would say. And I didn't really do a lot of grinding. I did the bonus dungeons, or the challenge dungeons, but that's a bit too long to remember sort of what's, because of the way it's structured, it kinda, you forget, you know, who's Ursula, who are all these ninjas, why do I have them, like, what's going on? And I don't think there was enough story, like, you know, the mysterious girls arrive, take the summons, capture the crystals, convert Cecil, and then you gather everybody up, save Cecil, gather your summons back, and then go to the special moon and kill a bunch of old bosses, and that's the actual story, the main quest is like a paragraph long. And I think you need more main quests to have such a long game. There was a little bit too much fluff and side stuff. But it's not, like I said, it's not horrible, it's just, I think it could have been better, and I wouldn't say I was disappointed. I came in with, let's say, mixed expectations. I wasn't expecting it to be like Final Fantasy VI or the original 4. But, I think I'm happy with it. I think it was fun. I think I had a good Let's Play of it. I know there is a bonus boss, I think it's Giant of Babel kind of thing, kind of like the DS one. And I believe I heard that you're supposed to have 3 full groups, so 15 characters at a relatively high level and geared up. So to do that, I would have to level grind at least the rest of the team that starts at level 40 or so, or even less, and get them up into the 60s, I think, and try to find the right equipment for everybody. And I don't have the patience to do that much grinding, unfortunately, so I'm not going to be showing that off. And in fact, some of you guys have asked for a band video. I'm probably not going to do that either, because I'm kind of done with this game. As much as I did enjoy it, I don't really want to play it anymore right now. So if you want to see all the bands, I am positive that somewhere on the internet there is literally a list of them all, and a bunch of videos with all of the individual bands, and I'm sure you can find it if you really want to. There are like 50 or 60 bands, so it would take me quite a long time to show them all off. So I'm not going to do that. Sorry, but I'm sure you'll live. As far as the next game is concerned, the next game in the Final Fantasy series that I will be Let's Playing will be Final Fantasy V. But if you're watching this, you know, in the day it comes out or a few days after it comes out, I'm not going to be planning on starting that Let's Play for a little while. I want to do another couple other... I tend to alternate my main RPGs, so... We did Final Fantasy, now we'll do some other RPGs for a little while, and then I'll go back to Final Fantasy V in a few months. And eventually Final Fantasy VI, which is my favorite. So I'm really looking forward to that one. But, yeah, I got lots more in store. And as much as this one went on longer than I thought it would, I think it was fun. I think it was a good time. I probably won't be playing it again, unlike Final Fantasy IV, which I revisit every few years on my own time. But this one was worth going through once, and that's about as good a praise as I can give it. It was definitely worth playing once. Alright, folks. Thanks for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed the series. That's it for me, though, and I'll see you guys for the next series. Have a great day.